Welcome back. Let's cut straight to the chase, shall we? Have you ever felt like adrift, like you are sailing a beautiful ship, but you've misplaced the compass, and honestly, you are not even entirely sure where you were trying to go in the first place? Maybe you look around at your life, the job, the relationships, the routines, and a quiet voice whispers, "Oh, is this it?" And if that resonates even just a little, you might be brushing up against something profound, something we like in psychology call an existential crisis. Sounds dramatic, right? Like something reserved for philosophers in smoky cafes, agonizing over the meaning of the universe. But trust me, this isn't some abstract ivory tower concept, dotted commas, real dotted commas, so raw, and it's surprisingly common. So what exactly is this existential crisis that's lurking in the shadows of our perfectly curated Instagram feeds? Simply put, it's that unsettling moment, or maybe even a prolonged period where the big questions come up knocking. Questions like, what's the point of all this? Is there any real meaning to my life? What are my values anyway? Yeah, am I just going through the motions? Think of it like this: you've then been diligently climbing a ladder rung by rung, feeling that sense of accomplishment with like each step. But then you pause, look around, and realize like the ladder is leaning against the wrong wall. Suddenly all that effort, all that upward momentum feels pointless. That's the gut punch of an existential crisis. It's the dawning realization that maybe, just maybe, the script you've been handed for your life isn't quite the one you want to be starring in. And let's not be real, this can be terrifying. It throws into question everything you thought you knew, everything you've been working towards. So it can manifest as a gnawing anxiety, a persistent sense of emptiness, a feeling of being so utterly lost in the vast ocean of existence. You might find yourself questioning your career choices, your relationships, even your fundamental beliefs about the world. Sleep might become a battlefield of racing thoughts. Joy might feel like muted, like a radio signal fading in and out. But here's the counterintuitive truth, the mind-blowing twist that often gets overlooked. And existential crisis isn't such how they break down. It's actually a breakthrough in disguise. Think of it as your inner compass finally kicking in, saying, "Oh, hey buddy, wrong direction, time for a recalibration." This feeling of unease is questioning, this discomfort, it's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of life. It means you are awake, you are thinking, you are refusing to just blindly accept the status quo, and that, my friends, is incredibly powerful. So how do we navigate this sometimes turbulent, sometimes exhilarating journey of existential questioning? First, just acknowledge it. To try to shove it down or distract yourself with endless scrolling or busy work. Lean into the discomfort, dotted quotes, and like trying to tell you something important. Next, start exploring. Think of yourself as an archaeologist digging for buried treasure, sort of your own values, your own passions, your own definition of meaning. What truly excites you? What makes you lose track of time? What injustices in the world stir your soul? These are clues, don't you dismiss them. So maybe it's us volunteering at an animal shelter, maybe it's learning to paint, maybe it's finally writing that novel that's something been rattling around in your head for years. It doesn't have to be some sort of grand earth-shattering purpose. Meaning isn't always about changing the world. Sometimes it's about changing your world, and doing so impacting the world around you in ways you can't even imagine yet. And here's a crucial point: comparison is the thief of joy, and in the realm of existential exploration, it's as a downright like saboteur. Forget what society tells you success looks like. Forget what your parents envisioned for you. Forget keeping up with the Joneses. This is your life. You're meaning to define what resonates with you, what makes your heart sing, even just a little. Now let's get practical. Here are a few actionable steps you can take starting today to move through this existential fog and start building a life that feels more like you. Journaling with intention. Don't just write down your grocery list. Ask yourself the big questions on paper. What am I truly passionate about? Yeah. If I had no fear of failure, what would I do? What kind of legacy do I want to leave, even if it's just within my own family or community? Let your thoughts flow freely without judgment. Experiment with new experiences. Step outside your comfort zone. Take a class in something you've always been curious about. Volunteer for a cause you believe in. Travel to a place you've never been. New experiences shake up your routine and can always spark unexpected insights and passions. Connect deeply with others, meaning isn't solely an individual pursuit. Human connection is fundamental. talk to trusted friends, family members, or even a therapist about what you are actually going through. Sharing your feelings can lighten the burden and provide valuable perspective, and genuinely listen to their stories too. You might be surprised by what you learn both about them and about yourself. So, practice mindfulness in the midst of existential angst. It's easy to get lost in future worries or past regrets. Mindfulness brings you back to the present moment. Focus on your breath, your senses, the simple act of being alive right here, right now. This can ground you and help you appreciate the small joys that so often get overshadowed by big anxieties. Embrace the uncertainty. This is a big one. Life is inherently uncertain. There are no guarantees. And that's at okay dot. In fact, it's at more than okay. It's at what makes life exciting, unpredictable, and full of potential. Instead of fighting the uncertainty, just learn to dance with it. Embrace the unknown as an opportunity for growth and discovery. So if you are feeling lost, questioning everything, remember this: you are not alone. This existential questioning is actually part of the human experience. It's a sign that you are evolving, growing, seeking something more, and it's an invitation to create a life that is so deeply meaningful, authentically yours, and vibrantly alive. Don't be afraid to dismantle the ladder, to redraw the map, to rewrite the script. This is your story to tell, and probably the most exciting chapters are often written when we dare to ask the big questions and bravely seek our own answers. If this resonated with you, if you're feeling that spark of hope, that nudge towards change, I encourage you to just take one small step today. Journal for 5 minutes, look up a local volunteering opportunity, call a friend. Just start moving. And for more insights and support on navigating life's big questions, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's explore this journey together. You've got this. And so I will be right here with you.